I laid in my bed, thinking to myself, why can I not get even a minute of sleep? I rolled onto my side, pondering what I had just thought. It was at the point in my life where I really considered ending it all, because I couldn't keep up with everything that was happening in my head. The voices. I'm sure you can hear them too. These disembodied things that decide to plague my every day, every hour, every minute, every second, every aching second of my life. I'm sure you can hear them too. They destroyed any hope that I had. And today, not as I have predicted, but today would have been the day I was sent into a hospital for my mental state. You see, I exist in a state known as psychosis. Psychosis is where you have a break with reality. And this is my story. A story of pain, but a story of hope. I got out of bed, put my clothes on, decided to go into the bathroom, brush my teeth, do my normal routine. But as I walked down the hallway, I noticed something. A very, very loud shout in my right ear. Not uncommon, not normal, for me at least, or at least my messed up definition of normal. I hear it, so I turn my head and I see a man standing on top of the roof of the house next to us. I wonder what he's doing there. But as I look, I realize I really don't care, because truth may have it, he may not even exist. I continue on my way, walking to my door, slowly opening it, listening to the very, very faint sound of the door squeaking open. That small, faint sound, underlying all the voices in my head, underlying every single noise that has been present in that exact moment. I wait, and I listen, so that I can focus on something without my mind being torn apart, without me wanting to take a knife to my throat or a rope to my neck. I eventually find my way into the bathroom, taking a cold step in as the cold tiles brushed my feet. It was a very strange sensation, but if I'm being honest, it was a grounding sensation. For once, I felt like I was on Earth, because as strange as it is to believe, or even think, when you exist in this state, you don't really live on Earth. You live in this other plane of thought. It feels like you aren't grounded to the very ground that you stand on. It feels like everything in your mind is falling apart. I slowly reach for the handle of the door to close it, and again the cold metal shocks my body, grounds me, takes me from that island in the sky all the way down to Earth. I take my toothbrush and I place it under some running water. The sound of the water is soothing. The smell of the water is soothing. The color of the water is soothing. I put my hands underneath, and it feels amazing. A sensation that I haven't felt in a very long time. Truth be told, I neglected self-care while going through my episode. So when it came to things like washing and bathing, it was a very unfamiliar thing. Even bathing myself before I go to sleep or going outside was a very rare thing. So I brushed my teeth. Oddly enough, this was another strange thing that had grounded me. Something that has shown me that I not only am existing, but I exist on a fixed point in the world. I'm not flying, I'm not swimming, I'm not burrowing. All I am is being me in my house, in this room, in the bathroom, brushing my teeth. And it sort of soothes me, as many things have. I brush my feet with a towel after I'm done brushing my teeth. And truth be told, it was another soothing thing. It's funny, when you suffer with voices inside of your head, you keep thinking to yourself, hey, where can I find the joy in small things? Sometimes it's a sunrise, or some water on your hands, or a towel on your face. Regardless, it is so much better to know that there are physical things in your life that are separate from you, and these things can lead you to seeing the beauty in life. And sometimes you really need to see that because you are so torn up and dying on the inside that you really need something to show you that there is hope, that there is good, and it doesn't matter how small that is, whether it be going on a roller coaster ride all the way to painting your nails. Anything can ground you, because anything could ground me. Eating, focus on every chew. Drinking, focus on the flavor. Running, so many things. But for me in this moment, it was wiping my face. I left my bathroom. The voices didn't change. The voices didn't waver. But I knew that eventually all this would be over, and I yearned for any second. Any second now, I told myself, it would end. Any second now, my medicine would kick in. Any second now, all these voices would just calm down. I left the room with my hair tied up. I left the room and I wondered to myself, do I really want this to end? What if I like this? What if I miss this? Those are known as intrusive thoughts. I knew they weren't my thoughts, but they were thoughts nonetheless. Something that a sick mind conjured when the thought of existing came into perspective. When the thought of continuing on in existence came into perspective. That is what a broken mind does. That is what a very, very ill mind does. It takes things that you don't want and turns it into some sort of object. An object that you can treat in any sort of way. An object that you can either choose to honor or you can choose to disown. Those intrusive thoughts bring up another dialogue inside of my head. Those thoughts brought out voices that told me to hurt myself, to kill myself, and that I was nothing. I walked down the stairs. Again, the feeling of the warm carpet beneath my toes sort of grounded me. Finding satisfaction in the little things, as I said. As I walked down, I realized that this is a very good opportunity to start feeling things. When I can't focus on what I'm hearing, when I can't focus on what I'm seeing, because so much sensory input is being thrown in, I like to use something on my other senses. I'll take Listerine strips, but as you can see right now, it is rubbing my hand on the railing, walking down the stairs, sliding my hand down, hoping that this would be the thing that makes a difference. And for a short while it did. I walked into my kitchen, and I really wondered to myself, what if I take my meds early? So I took my meds. Every single one of them. And I pondered again. Why?